الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. فاتحة.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد سيدنا الرحيم. مدد يا رسول مدد يا سادة أصحاب مدد يا مشايخ الدستور وإن شاء الله فاز إن شاء الله محمد الحق مدد طريقتنا الصحبة والخير في الجمعية. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يريد الله أن يخفف عنكم وخلق الإنسان ضعيفا إذا تبعون شهوة تميل ميلا عظيما. صدق الله العظيم. Allah Azze ve Celle buyuruyor ki Allah insanın yükünü hafifletmek ister diyor.
Allah Almighty declares that He, Almighty Allah, desires to reduce, enlighten and ease the burden on humankind.
İnsan zayıf yaratıldı.
Humans have been created weak.
İnsanı yaratılış olarak zayıf yarattık diyor Allah Azze ve Celle.
Allah Almighty says that based on the nature of their creation, humans are created weak.
Ama onun içinde zorluk yok.
However, Allah Almighty, because of humans' weakness, does not intend burdens or difficulty for humans.
İnsana zorluk olmasın diyor ama şehvet başına düşenler, şey yapanlar, onlar insanı zora sokar diyor.
Allah Almighty does not intend heaviness or burdens unto humankind. However, it is humans, people themselves, by running after their desires, their lust, that it is human themselves who make things difficult for themselves.
Onların daha zorluk olsun isterler, kötülük olsun insanlara.
It is humans running after their desires, their egos, their lust, which turns things more and more difficult for them.
Allah Azze ve Celle iyilik ister.
Allah Almighty, however, does only want goodness for people.
Zayıftır diye insan, onun zayıflığına göre emirler var yapacak.
And as people are weak, Allah Almighty wants nothing but goodness for people. And in order to reach that goodness and to overcome their weakness, Allah Almighty has given orders to fulfill.
Onu yapmasa o vakit öteki tarafa geçer.
However, if people do not follow the instructions and fulfill the orders of Allah Almighty, which would help them to overcome their weakness, they will switch their sides and they will end up on the other side.
O da her türlü sıkıntı, zorluk.
And if they do not take sides with Allah Almighty, but go to the other sides, then on that other side there is nothing but difficulty.
Kötülük ondadır. Şehvet peşinde düşenler.
For those who run after their desires, their lust, there's difficulty and badness.
Nefsinin peşine düşenler, kötü insanların peşine düşenler.
Those who run after their egos, those who run after bad people must know that they will reach difficulty and badness.
Allah yolundan uzak duranlar, onların şeyi zordur.
Those who separate themselves from the way of Allah Almighty must know that they will face difficulty.
Hem insan zayıf, hem onun peşinden düşürse vakit büsbütün kendini harap etmiş olur.
People are weak, yet they run after their ego, yet they run after those things which will make things difficult and bad for them, and despite their weakness, they still run after those bad things which will destroy them.
Helak etmiş olur. Allah Azze ve Celle iyilik istiyor insana.
But Allah Almighty wants nothing but goodness for people.
İnsanlara kötülük istemez.
Allah Almighty does not want bad things to happen to people.
Kötülük isteyen şeytandır.
It is Shaitan, the devil, who wants evil to people.
Ama Allah irade vermiş, nefsine hakim olan.
But Allah Almighty has given humankind a free will to control and overcome their egos.
Kurtulur. Nefsine hakim olmayan.
Those who control and overcome their egos will be saved.
O vakit o sürülüp gider.
And however, those who are unable to control their egos will ruin themselves.
Kötü son olur.
And those who do not control their egos will find a bad end.
Hayatı mahvolmuş olur.
They will ruin their lives.
Zayıflığını Allah yolunda olarak kuvvetlendirir insan.
It is by following the way of Allah Almighty that one will overcome one's weakness.
Onun nefsine tabi olursa o vakit o zafiyet daha beter.
However, by following your ego, your weakness will become only worse and worse.
Daha kötü olur. Allah muhafaza etsin hepimizi.
May Allah Almighty protect us all
şerlerden.
From all these kinds of evil and badness.
Allah'ın yolunda olalım inşallah.
May we, by the will of Allah Almighty, be on His right way.
Allah kolaylık göstersin bize inşallah.
May Allah Almighty make things easy for us.
Ve minallah tevfik. El-Fatih.